So today is day 2 of the Swim England Masters National Short Course Swimming Championships 2025. A day that I'm calling Cardio Saturday because today has my longest event of the competition, the 200 and 400 meters freestyle. So those are the events that I'm going to be racing today and showing you in this video. And on top of that, I've also got a team relay, the 4x50 medley relay, where I will be swimming a butterfly leg. So an opportunity to repeat what I did yesterday in the 50 fly and just absolutely smash another 50 fly. That one's after the 200 free though, so I'm expecting to be just that little bit more tired and therefore probably not going to go the same do the same time as I did yesterday, but nonetheless it's a team event. I really want to give my all and achieve my best for the team. So that is what I've got on today, and those are the races I'm going to be showing you in this video. Also, just to show you how difficult my new Mizunos are to get on, look at that, yeah. So I have that on both middle fingers, and that's just trying to pull my trunks up. There's one of the linings is quite rough in there, and as I kept grabbing it and putting my finger behind it next to it, it rubbed the skin, and yeah, has resulted in that on both sides. Not particularly comfortable injury. I also ended up with a small cut on my pinky finger, which I don't understand how I got there. So, you know, putting on the Mizuno Sonic GX6 MVs, quite a painful experience, not only in terms of tightness, but also in terms of minor injuries that you give to yourself.
All warmed up and ready for day 2. So a little bit of drama before my 200 meters freestyle event began. I was in heat 7, and at the start of heat 5, I start putting on my goggles and hat, only for my hat to rip as I put it on, meaning panic ensues because I've no longer got a hat. And naturally it's incredibly helpful for reducing drag, and therefore if I'm to be in with a shout of a PB, I need to be wearing a hat. So I end up running to where my place is in search of a hat, but luckily find my sister on the way, and she fortunately has a little bit more time than me before her heat, so I take her hat and she goes off to get another one, and I'm able to get back in time for the end of heat 5 and all ready and raring to go. So fortunately I was able to turn up to my 200 meters freestyle race on time and ready to go, albeit with a different hat and not in my typical white East Leeds hat. I was in a Stevenage black cap because that's just what I had to wear at that point in time. So yes, cue clip of the 200 meters freestyle. So a 2:16.54 in the 200 meters freestyle, knocking nearly a whole second off of my personal best. This result is just absolutely unbelievable for me. This was probably one of the events where I thought, probably not going to get a personal best, on the basis that I have been training largely my 50s and to a little bit of an extent my 100 meters freestyle. thinking, haven't done an awful lot of cardio work over the past year or so. So of all the events that are going to suffer, it's surely going to be my 200 meters freestyle. However, I went in with the ethos of not going out too hard, saving a little bit back, although looking at the splits, that just seems to have gone out the window. I focused on getting my technique right, nailing my turns, which I think is a fundamental component. This is now probably my weakest area of my swims, and therefore nailing my turns was going to be fundamental to me getting a good time, because I seem to lose an awful lot of time on every single event with regards to my turns. So fundamental that I got those right in the build up to this personal best, and it paid off. It paid off with a personal best, 1 second. So I'm absolutely thrilled. Don't know where that came from, especially with all the panic of my hat drama beforehand. And no, could not be more pleased with that result.
And 4, 255, and Redford 6, Cambridge in 7, Farmer in 8.
And it's very close. Where's the second dart and the fourth and fifth? And Leeds leads up the country on 16 away as they hand over their final swim and cross to time for a British record 2:59.
Really strong start in lane 7, City of Cambridge, and
So a 31.26 in my 50 fly leg of the 4x50 meters medley relay. Annoying thing was at the start, I probably didn't cue it well. There's probably a massive gap between when the breaststroker touched and when I got off into my fly leg, so probably lost a little bit of time there, but nonetheless I thought it was a decent swim, a really decent swim. Obviously I was going to be a little bit more tired than yesterday with my 50 fly being my first race, and this one coming a little bit after my 200 meters freestyle, so wasn't going into it as fresh, but nonetheless to only come 0.3 higher than last time is great. Really, I should be pushing that relay leg and getting the advantage of the relay and the ability to prejudge when I'm going to be going, but I just wanted to play it safe in this race and therefore not let my team down by going out too hard. So played it not just conservatively but uber conservatively, which played quite a lot into my time, but nonetheless happy with that fly swim, really happy with that fly swim. So all in all, a good start to the Saturday morning, and now it's on to the 400 meters freestyle, which I'm absolutely dreading, but already got a PB today. It's taken a bit of pressure off because it means that I can enjoy the 400 meters free. It's almost a guaranteed PB because I've only swum it once, and that was in a long course setting. So, pressure's off. All I've got to do, same tactics as my 200, nail my turns, not go out too hard, and just cruise to a first ever short course 400 metres, and fingers crossed a personal best. It really should be a personal best under the circumstances, but you never know with this sport, so I don't want to say, you know, it's a guaranteed, but yeah, just obviously don't want to get complacent or, you know, cocky in that regard. But nonetheless, you know, I'm in with a very good shout if you know, I play everything with a straight bat. So looking forward to the 400 metres freestyle.
Leeds. 3 is Vicky Newton Crawley, 4 Roman Edward to Newcastle, 5 Suzanne Wilding from American District, and 6 Elizabeth Shaw from Otter, 7 is Samantha Usher from Lincoln District, 8 is Sally Nixon from Bishop Stortford, and 9 is Nicola Baines from Marlborough. It's very close. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swimmers all in contention for the lead. At the moment it's saying 5 Suzanne Wilding from American District, but there's other swimmers who are in a second or so, which is very close in the 400 race.
And the line-up for E4 and Tour, Paul Miles Hamlin and Radcliffe in 0, David Westcough for Leeds in 1, Harry Rolls for Lancaster City in 2, Rod Davis for Sheffield in 3, Paul Jones for Warren Masters in 5, Adam Chadwick for Medley Masters in 6, Andrew Sutton for Lancaster City in 7, Rob Arnold for Pedro Lane and Chris on Leeds in 9. Through that, we're at 107.38 and Rolls leading the way.
And 5 Suzanne Wilding from American District is extending her lead for first place. She's now nearly 5 metres ahead on lane 4 Roman Edwards and lane 2 Sally Evers. These two swimmers are side by side in time terms. Lane 8 is also David Westcough and lane 8. So that's 2:34 and 2:38, 2:40. Their times at the halfway mark.
The first line is 1 and 2. Sitting the third. And the lead in lane 2 is Harry Rolls. Just open up the gap a bit now. And we're all halfway. And the 34 is David. On the end, maybe 340 on number 2.
And Suzanne Wilding has extended her lead to 5 seconds now, so it's pretty convincing. But second place, this is very tight between lane 4 Roman Edwards, lane 2 Sally Evers, as they turn over absolutely neck and neck. And then the fifth place is very tight back four in lane 8, Sally Windsor, currently ahead of lane 7, Samantha Usher, 4th and 5th.
And Rolls heading to through now. And he is about 4 metres clear on David Westcough now. And that is looking good for Harry. And then that's on the other side of the pool. In 7 and 10 is up coming across in lane 8. We're going 69.
So he's got to be about 340
Two laps to go, 4:34 for Suzanne Wilding. She's 8 seconds ahead of second place Sally Evers in lane 2, third Roman Edwards in lane 4. Very tight though for the lower ranked swimmers in this heat.
Go on, Dave.
She's a good 18 metres ahead. Suzanne Wilding comes into finish.
It looks like he's going to go well here. I've gone in for 5:01, 5:02. It looks like he's
to the finish.
Come on, Rob! Oh, it's just missed it.
Now that racing is over for the day, time to recover with a knotty house pie. So a 4:57 in the 400 meters freestyle, absolutely smashing my previous personal best of a 5:11, although that was long course. So, you know, take that time with a little bit of salt. Apparently translated into a 5:06, which I still managed to take approximately 9 seconds off of. So an absolutely massive swim for me today. Took it all out of me. I feel absolutely knackered after it. I hated it from about 150 meters to the end. If I'm being quite honest, it wasn't a very pleasant swim. Splits seemed to be decent. Could have done with a little bit more consistency. However, you know, first time I've done a 400 meters short course ever. And I think did pretty well with consistency in light of that fact. Absolutely dead after 200, so going into it, not exactly fresh. Wasn't the best, but yeah, just so knackered after that 400 meter time, but really glad to have gone under 5 minutes. I think that was my aim. In my head, in theory, holding 37.5s per 50 was relatively straightforward, yet in practice it's not. It's actually quite difficult. Quite a few slipped into the 38s and the odd 1 or 2 50s slipped into the 39. However, my front 250s gave me enough time so that didn't become an issue. I had enough of a barrier there to enable that to happen. So very thrilled with the sub 5 minutes 400 meters. Yeah, looks like I'm also a long distance swimmer now, or sorry, middle distance swimmer I should say. Like people swimming 8 and 1500s and open water going 400 long distance. What are you talking about? But yeah, thrilled with my efforts today, and yeah, plan now is to get a good night's sleep. Fortunately, the clocks go back tonight, so get an extra hour of sleep. So I'll be making full use of that, and yeah, just trying to recover as much as possible for the 50 meters freestyle, the splash and dash, because that's all there is tomorrow morning, but looking forward to it. That is it for today's video, and if you've enjoyed it, please give it a like. Remember to follow and subscribe for more swimming content, and to swim faster on limited training time, head on over to westcough.com. Otherwise, see you in the next video.